ECO, Dr. Salman Hadi, Honorable Secretary Planning and Development, Zafar Hassan Sahab, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed a privilege to have Dr. Hadi with us today. He not only is the Secretary General of the ECO, he is an eminent scholar of world repute, a man with extensive experience in international relations, and since he has assumed the office of the Secretary General last year, it only gives me hope that the much needed traction and the momentum in ECO would find the requisite energy through his able guidance. Your Excellency, as you know, being the founder members of RCD, where the genesis of ECO came out once the Central Asian states were added in 1991, Pakistan is fully committed to fulfillment of the vision of ECO. And in doing so, I clearly remember the 2017 summit, which was hosted in Islamabad, which gave a vision of 2025 and an implementation framework. And I'm hoping that under your able guidance and leadership, you will strengthen the mechanisms for effective monitoring and review of that implementation plan, so the progress towards achieving 2025 vision can be achieved. Your Excellency, Pakistan's geostrategic position leverages itself for a hub for regional connectivity. In that very pursuit, our CPAC platform gives an immense opportunity for regional interconnectivity with the larger scope of BRI. Similarly, the lack of progress, especially the connectivity from north to south, and for the Central Asian landlocked countries to the Persian Gulf, has not been able, because of 17 years of dispute and conflict in Afghanistan. As neighbors, most of the countries as neighbors of Afghanistan and Pakistan's stated position, I believe, even from the ECO platform, that the resolution and the political reconciliation which has started now, finally, in Afghanistan, to find its conclusion in the shortest possible time. Only then the true potential of ECO can be harnessed. I would also like to emphasize that Pakistan remains highly committed to this organization. We are confident that ECO will achieve its objectives as envisaged in its charter. We believe that development of transport, communication infrastructure, facilitation of trade, investment, effective use of the region's vast energy reservoirs among the ECO member states are an important sectorial priorities of the ECO for development and growth in the region. Your Excellency, during our meeting yesterday and later on during our discussions, it's very clear that inter-regional connectivity east to west should be one of the priority focuses, and we should prioritize certain projects which provide that east to west intra-regional connectivity. But as I said yesterday, and let me, at the cost of repetition, infrastructure regional connectivity has a fiscal and a financial cost to build the infrastructure, roads or rails. And those costs need to be synergized with the potential of trade, intra-regional trade. So ICOTA framework, which provides us that platform, we need to focus on that and move ahead with ICOTA finalization so that these inter-regional connectivity expenditures on infrastructure can truly benefit the regional economies and in general the regional population. And in doing so, one major tool which ECO has is the ECO Bank. But in order to undertake such massive projects, ECO Bank's mandate should also be to finance intra-regional projects, and ECO needs to has to find partners for financing of such massive projects and develop partnerships. ECO Bank to develop partnerships with Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank or Asian Development Bank. So once these finances and these projects become bankable, the real vision of inter-regional connectivity will start to take shape on ground. So I'm sure, as we discussed yesterday, these practical steps need to be taken. You have already expanded on the potential of the ECO region trade. We count for almost 31.94 trillion of the global trade, which is only 2% of the total global trade. However, our population is around 6.2%. Development is still a major preoccupation for many countries in the world. ECO countries are not exception. Sustained national economic growth and development in one way or another necessitates cooperation and interaction with other countries on bilateral, regional, and international levels. Trade viability, energy security, environmental sustainability, transit reliability, food security. Sometimes written manuscripts become a little boring. So we have already expanded on most of them. Allow me to conclude that Ministry of Planning and Development, You will always find the Ministry of Planning and Development to be very forthcoming in any cooperative engagement you would seek from it. As the Secretariat for RPC, we continuously engage in that exercise. And the new 5-year plan, which we have almost formulated, one of the major pillars of that 5-year plan are intra-regional trade and intra-regional connectivity. And Your Excellency, we have, as I said, it has been a stated policy of Pakistan. That Pakistan will continue to support any intra-regional organizations. Unfortunately, allow me to say that SARC, which was another vehicle for South Asian countries to come together for intra-regional connectivity, has been held hostage due to a very belligerent attitude of the Indian government. Therefore, our focus is again on ECO. Our focus is again to provide that connectivity of CPAC with ECO region. And I'm sure that the discussions we had last evening, and some practical steps, if put in place, that momentum which has been eluding ECO for last couple of 2 decades will finally come back, and we would see some, in a cricket parlance, runs of the boat. On that very optimistic note, I thank you once again for your presence in Islamabad, and look forward to many more meaningful interactions with you. Thank you.